Hey, how's it going? It's Jonathan Miller here. Let's go for a drive. So back here at Porsche Conshohocken, it's February 21st, and you can't believe it, it's about 80 degrees. It's crazy. 2 days in a row above 70 degrees in February. Yeah, I'll take it. And now a quick word from our sponsor, me. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jonathan Miller. I've started this new YouTube and social media venture. You can find, obviously here on YouTube, it's Jonathan Miller, the same name on Instagram and Facebook. Definitely check out my Instagram page. I probably put 2 posts a day, really cool content, all different kinds of cars. We'll do some car spotting. And you can find me on Twitter at its_John Miller, JONMILLER. And definitely check out my website, www.itsjonathanmiller.com. We'll have the Instagram feed on there. And I do post a lot of blogs and galleries. So you'll see me talking about the cars that I review, putting high-res images. You'll find all those there. I'll put a couple teasers on Instagram. But all the full gallery will go on the blog at itsjonathanmiller.com. You also find links to all the social channels on there. So at the top you'll find the links to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can contact me through my P.O. box or addresses on there. My email's on there, and there's also a little message at the bottom where you can send a message. So if you guys have any cool cars you want me to video, some cool events, if you know people that have nice cars that want a video, if you're a dealership, if you are an aftermarket company, etc., just reach out. I'm happy to do some cool collaborations and some sponsorship deals. I think so far we're going pretty good. I really appreciate Conshohocken and Porsche. They've been really helpful. It's been Porsche week here, so hopefully we'll get a lot more Porsche stuff from them, and hopefully we'll be able to drive the car soon. All right, take care guys, thanks. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed below. Hit that little notification bell. You'll be up to date when all the new videos post. You'll get a notification that it's up, and you'll be able to check it out. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment. I'd love to interact with you guys. Thank you. So today we're looking at a 2015 Porsche 911 991.1 first gen GT3. These cars came only in the PDK Porsche dual clutch transmission. Today, the 991.2, the 2018s with a mild refresh, are had in a manual or a PDK. So this 2015 991.1 GT3 is a paint to sample arena red. I don't know if you guys remember the 993 turbo posters that were infamous. The Kills Bugs Fast posters had a maroonish 993 turbo. Well, this is the same color, arena red. So this car is harking back to the days of the 993s. I must say, in the light here, it's quite spectacular. So this 991.1 generation GT3 is equipped with a 3.8 liter flat 6, naturally aspirated, no turbos, producing 475 horsepower to the rear wheels via a 7-speed PDK dual clutch transmission. This car with launch control will hit 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, the quarter mile in 11.3. It'll pull over 1.1 G's lateral on the skid pad. So let's pop the boot on this, which is the engine. So as you can see, that rear wing deck lid is all one piece. And here we have the 3.8 liter 6-cylinder naturally aspirated 475 horsepower motor. So Porsche doesn't give you really much to look at, just a couple of fans, a plaque, and some carbon fiber here. So you'll see the air will come in the wing here and straight into the motor. If I could get under here, you'll see that there is a center muffler, and then there are side mufflers mounted vertically, one here and one on the other side, and a horizontal center muffler here. So when you press the sport button, I believe it bypasses the side ones and comes straight out the middle. There's a lot of aftermarket options that change the center muffler, change the side mufflers, get rid of the side mufflers. There's a ton of options. So if you just heard that exhaust sound coming from the 9,000 RPM Redline GT3, oh my God, that is worth the price of admission. The car is worth it just for that noise that comes out of there. Unbelievable. Please give me one, thank you. So if we look at this centrally mounted silver dial here, GT3 Redlines to 9,475 horsepower to 9,000 RPM. Unbelievable. I'm sorry guys, this is my dream car. A GT3 manual would be my absolute dream car. Oh my God. So here's the PDK in this GT3, a 7-speed dual clutch. You can shift up and down with the lever, or you can use these very robust, really long metal paddles, which feel really nice to push. They've got a nice feel. They're kind of, you need to put some pressure to apply to press those down, but they feel really awesome. They're not cheesy, they're not plastic, they're not soft. They've got an awesome feel, almost like it's a clutch pedal. It must be amazing to go through the gears on this thing, rev into 9,000. It must just be like pop, 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 pop. Especially you got the rumbles with the exhaust. Unbelievable. So what's the difference between a basic 911 and a GT3? Basically, a GT3 is built by Porsche Motorsport at a different factory. It's basically the underpinnings of their race cars. So a race car, a GT3 Cup car, a GT3R, an RSR are built off of a GT3. As you can see, these are track weapons. I mean, this is a factory suspension, and look how low and flush that sits. These are the weapon of choice if you want a track car and can afford this kind of car. Porsches dominate motorsports in the GT3 platform for decades now. These cars have a very tight suspension, rear wheel drive, big brakes, naturally aspirated, lots of horsepower, high redline, big downforce, as you can see from this big rear wing that's fixed, 3.8 liter motor. So if you guys will just excuse, I don't know if you can hear the exhaust rumble. There's a woman picking up a red 991 Carrera. She's just going through all the buttons and everything with the salesperson. It's awesome. She's pressing the exhaust valves open and close, which is pretty. So I'm just gonna read over the build sheet on this car just so you guys know the spec. So it's a 2015 GT3. It's got the exterior paint to sample metallic, which is arena red from the 993. It has a black leather and Alcantara seats with the guard side stitching. It has the extended range fuel tank, so it's got a bigger fuel cell, so when you're at the track you can do more laps. It has heated front seats. It has the front axle lift system, which I'll show you again, but we looked at on the Turbo S. Especially this car, it's super low, you definitely need that. And it's super stiff, so the suspension's so stiff, like you'll lift one wheel up when you go over the curb. It has the upgraded LED headlights with Porsche dynamic light system, so they swivel when you turn. It has the Sport Chrono package, which includes the Porsche Track Precision app. The Sport Chrono gives you that little dial on the center dash, so it increases the shift rates and it helps out with suspension and some power. It's got Sirius satellite radio. It has automatic dimming mirrors, rain sensing wipers. It's got nav. It's got the little GT3 writing on the back console where the rear seats would be, because GT3s do not have rear seats. They are two-seaters. So this car, 2015 retail price, $130,400. This car comes in at $155,025. I think it has about 1,500 miles. I'll take a look. Pretty lightly used. It is for sale here at Konjak and Porsche. I really hope you guys see this video. Someone sees this that wants Arena Red GT3 and can really appreciate this car. They'll be very happy to help you. It probably needs a good home. I wish I could take it home, but got to make a lot more YouTube videos before that can happen. But guarantee you this is what I'll be getting, and hopefully my friends here at Konjak and Porsche will hook me up with a good deal, and I'm sure they'll help you out too. And let's take a look at the interior and maybe that front axle lift system. So here are the seats. They are a two-tone black leather with the black Alcantara with red stitching and the red GT3 embossed on the headrest. The back are painted silver. I know on the new ones they have carbon fiber bucket seats as options. I'm sure they did on this year. You can get the backs painted pretty much any color you want. I know a lot of people will get the back of the seat painted to match the car. All of the GT cars, GT3 RS, GT2, GT2 RS, are two-seaters. They do not have a back seat. Kind of looks like you could sit in there, which you probably could, but there are no seat belts, so I would not recommend that. It does give you some more storage space, a couple bags, maybe a helmet bag. We'll take a look at the trunk. The trunk's pretty deep, so you can fit a lot. There's a back shelf in there. I don't know if you could put some straps. You could maybe put some luggage in there. So it's actually a decent car to do a light traveling with. So let's take a look at the engine on this car. Oh, whoops, sorry. It's a Porsche 911, the engine's in the back. So this is the frunk, as people are calling them. It's pretty deep. It's got a car cover in here, so it goes pretty deep. This is in case you got stuck in the trunk. I don't know who would fit in there. This one looks like it's wired for a battery tender, and the brake fluid goes there with the yellow cap, windshield washer fluid with the blue cap. His rear wheels are concave center lock. They are 20 inches and they run a 305/30 20-inch rear tire. As you can see, red calipers on a Porsche means steel brakes. A lot of guys that actually run track events will get the steel rotors, because to replace the ceramic rotors is very expensive. It's much cheaper to replace steel rotors. So all you have to do is you run a steel rotor, you put some track pads in there, you're good to go. The front wheel is also 20 inches and it runs a 245/35 20-inch tire. Huge front calipers here. I believe they are a 6-piston, say one-piece monoblock aluminum caliper, red steel rotors, center lock wheels. So take a look at this front fascia. It's very low. This piece is like a hard plastic rubber, which is actually a much better choice than carbon fiber, because you are going to hit that guaranteed. And number one, it probably won't break as easily. Number two, it's probably much cheaper to replace. So right here we have the LED running lights, and Porsche has put this metal grating in there. I know on the 2003 996 GT2 that I was fortunate enough to drive, it did not have any of that. And especially this front intake hole here was just filled with leaves and all kind of junk, which was, I just stick my hand in there all the time and pull it out. So it was pretty gross. This is just another aero aid to let air out. Probably passes over there. It's got a little lip there. The Porsche logo, the very famous Porsche logo, Stuttgart, Germany. So just look at the back of that car. It's wide. It's awesome. What else can you say? Put in your comments below some words you would say to describe a 911 GT3. So once again, thank you Conshohock and Porsche for inviting me out to check out this paint to sample Arena Red 2015 911 991.1 GT3. Unbelievable car. If you couldn't tell, my favorite car. Hopefully one day with you guys' help I will get there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're new, please hit that subscribe button below. Hit the little notification bell so you're up to date with all the new videos. That's my goal right now, is to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's going to allow me to bring you more content, some more camera tools, some more tricks, better editing. So hopefully you guys will share and get me to that. I really appreciate it. I'll put all these specs on my blog. I'll have a link in the description below. I'll also have a link to Conshohock and Porsche. Give them a call if you're interested in this GT3 or any new 911, 718, Macan, Cayenne, etc. They also have a nice pre-owned inventory here. Appreciate it. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Look what just pulled in. 2018 GT3 in white PDK transmission with the new 4-liter 500 horsepower motor.
If we could get it to go down, I didn't know if you wanted.
So this car just came in. It's a little dirty. They don't really want me looking at it, but I am looking at it. It's going in for a full clear bra before it's being delivered this weekend. Hopefully we'll talk to the customer, see if we can do a delivery video on this car. But just a sneak peek, you can definitely see the difference in the front bumper cover of this 991.2 versus the Arena Red 991.1. This GT3 you can spec with a manual transmission. This one is a PDK.